Okay. Now we are in the chapter 12 of this course. It is about selling and defining a new product design. Okay. So what do we want to learn in this chapter? As the seller, you should try to adjust the product favored by the customer and your potential customer. Okay. So you have to adjust the product favored by the customer and your potential customer. Let's say the example for agrotourism. Okay. So some of people maybe want the selfie spot, okay, in the agrotourism area. But some of people maybe want a quiet peace place. Or some people maybe want that good food and beverage. So you have to adjust the your customer needs in order to get more profit, right? So what do we have in this chapter? We have to define the new product. So maybe you can define it first. You can think about the definition of new product according to you. So let's see which definition match with your thought. You can think about that for a while. The definition of new product. How do you define a new product? Okay, so let's go to the definition. They say here that product is a multi-dimensional concept. So maybe you will define a new product based on their existence. That product never never been found yet, but now it is existed into this moment. Maybe you define that new product, and then some of you maybe define the new product like they change their appearance. Okay, or maybe you think that the new product is they change their content. They change their for example, if it's like food, they change the ingredients, but still the same name. Or maybe they change their packaging, but with the same things inside, right? So that is why it has multi-dimensional. It can be defined differently and can take many forms. There's nothing wrong if you define the new product based on their existence Also, if you want to define the product based on the changes they have, they face. Okay. So some dimensions will be tangible, such as product features, and others intangible. Maybe the way you promote them may be different from previous promotion. That is something that is intangible. So what is the multidimensional to define the product? So we can see here, there is the dimension of the product. It can be the level of service. Okay. So for example, you increase the level of your service. Previously, you may only offer your product, just the product itself. But now you increase the service. You offer the product and also how to treat that product very well. Okay. For example, you want to sell the plants, beautiful flower. Previously, you only sell the beautiful flowers, but after 2 years or after half years, you increase your service. For example, you offer the service to educate your customer about how to treat the flower in a good way, so they have the flower that keep blossoming for 3 or 2 weeks. Okay, something like that. And then another dimension is about the brand name. So the brand name will help people to understand more about your product. They have pride within the brand. Okay. So the new product can be something if you change the brand name, but still the same feature. Also, it can be defined as the new product. And then the quality specifications. Okay. So for example, our example to this chapter is flower. So maybe at first you only offer one variety of flower, but now after after 1 year or a half year, you add more specifications, you add another variety, and also you add another toolkit to grow the flower. So you add the qualifications, you add the feature of quality into your product line. Okay. And also the dimension of the product, also price. We cannot forget the price as the dimension of our product. And then packaging, of course, this is the dimension of the product as well. And the features. Okay, what is the feature of your product? It may be something like for agriculture product, it's not really applicable, but for digital product, it is so applicable. What is their feature? People will ask, what is their feature? Will they help me to be easier to do my task? Or it is just the previous version? Or is there any update in the software? Something like that. Okay, so this, okay, first one is, and the last one is technology. Okay, so about how you produce your product and how you maintain your product and how you deliver your product, they are defined by the technology you use. Okay. And then let's see now to the interpretations of new. Okay. Okay, before I forget. So the changes in this dimension can be a reason to define that product is new or not. Okay. So now you check yourself. How do you define new product previously in the beginning of this lecture? So did you define the product based on the level of service, or did you define the new product based on brand name, or did you define the new product based on quality specifications, or did you define product based on the price, or did you define the new product based on their packaging? Maybe they changed their packaging, or maybe you define the new product based on the features or by the technology they use. Okay, so now check. So there's nothing wrong if you define the new product according to this dimension. Okay. Next, let's see the interpretation. Okay. So it has the interpretation about new product A, new product B, new product C, and also we have to see the common arguments about the definition of new product. So I don't know why people have to argue about the definition of the product itself, but we will see what is inside. And what is the definition of new product? Product is called new to the market and is called new to the company. So there are so many perceptions we are going to learn today. New product A. Let's say they have a new product A. Customers say, oh, this is new because they see the larger pack size. Okay, so we see here, they define the product as new based on the size of the pack, right? So next, the new product B. They define the product as new based on their appearance. Okay, they have a new miniature. And new product C is new prescription. Okay, they have a new prescription. They consider the product as new because they have a new prescription. So now, so that is different, right? Because new product is not only based on their existence. For example, previously there is no Instagram, and now we have Instagram, so Instagram is new. Not only like that, not only based on existence. Okay, so new to the market is the product has not appeared before in the market. In the market, okay, but we don't know whether it has appeared in in another market. Okay, something like that. And then new to the company is the firm has not sold this type of product before. Okay, just like same to the market. New to the company because this company maybe this product may be new to the company, to the product line of that company, but another company already sold this kind of product. So this is the common arguments, okay? So marketers will say that new product A, B, C are new, okay, from the marketer's side. So if we say like product A, they say it is new because of their packaging. Product B, it is new because they have a new miniature. And for product C, it is new because they have a new prescription. So according to the marketers, these three are completely a new product compared to the previous product of them. Okay, that is according to the marketers. But for the technologists, we'll say maybe the only one new is new product C. Maybe, still there is a word of maybe. Why? Because to the technologist, the larger, the new in the pack size is not new because the product is still the same. There is only the packaging that is new. And then for the technologists, they say like, there is no new there because they still the same. They just have a new miniature, okay? And for the product C, the technologists will say maybe that is new. For example, maybe they just found another new chemical stuff and they have patented it and they say that is maybe new. So we see the arguments between the marketers and also the technologists. Okay, new according to marketers is new according to the technologist. Okay, but maybe the technologists can wrong the marketers and the marketers also can wrong the technologists. Okay, so if we define the newness of the product based on the dimension, so we are wrong according to the technologists, but we are right according to the marketers. Okay, but what is important, whether to be correct to define new or not? No, that is not important. Meeting the needs of the customer and offering products that are wanted is more important than whether a product represents a scientific breakthrough. Why they call it as a scientific breakthrough? Because the definition of something is it called a scientific stuff, right? But here in the business, the things that we need is to meet the needs of our customer and offering products that are wanted. No matter whether it is new according to the technologies or according to the marketer, as long as our product can fulfill the customer needs, so their product, that is so that is the point. Okay, we don't have to waste our time to like to see which one is correct. Okay, but we want to create the product that can solve the customer problem. That is the common arguments. And next, let's see to the classification. Okay, most new product activity is devoted to improving existing products. Okay, to improving existing products. So according to the technologies, this one may be correct or maybe wrong. Let's see. New to the word products. Okay, so this is the first classification, new to the word products. So the first of their kind and create a new market. Okay, that is the first existence of them, of that product, and then they create their market. Let's see, completely new, just like social medias, and they create their market. Okay, and then usually contain a significant development in technology, because that is just new to the world, so they keep trying to improve themselves by adopting the technology. And next, new product lines. So this is something new to the firm. Okay, so it provides an opportunity for the company to enter and establish market for the first time. Okay, so you add another new product into your company, but new just for your company. Okay, not new for but not new, no longer new for another company. For example, if your previous business is to sell the baby's fashion, baby's clothes, and now you sell the product to your product line. Let's say the motherhood fashion. Okay, so that fashion you add at the end is a new to your firm. So before you only reach the babies, and now you reach their mom as well. Okay, so that is new product lines, the classification. And next one is additions to existing lines. So you add the line. It could be the same product, but you have another new line. Okay, the product is significantly different from the present product offering, but not so different that it is a new line. Okay, so for example, your previous business is baby fashion, baby clothes, and then you add the line by selling the baby toys. Okay, so not so really new, but you add the line. Okay. Next, improvements and revisions to existing products. So these new products are replacements of existing products in a firm's product line. Okay, so you change your old product into new product. That is the improvements. Maybe because let's say like baby fashion, maybe because that that product in your current line is no longer desired by current customer. The fashion is out of date, and then you change with the newest fashion. Okay, and then cost reductions. So what is cost reductions? No new benefits to the customer. So you produce a new product and the cost to produce them is reduced compared with the same functionality of your product, but you produce with a higher cost. But still the same. That is why they say here, no new benefits to the customer. Okay. And the ability to offer similar performance whilst reducing production costs provides enormous added value potential. For example, previously you produce product A and cost you for, let's say, for $100, and now you find an information that you can produce product A, still the same of product A, but you have to cost like $80. Same function, the same benefit. Of course, you must be choose the product A with cost of $80, right? So how this can be happen? Why? It can be happen because there's a change in the materials. For example, previously you used a high quality material, and now with the cost of $80, you only spend, you use the not so good quality material. Okay, maybe you use the second grade or something like that. And then repositioning. So this one is the discovery of new applications for existing products. Okay, so this repositioning is like you finally discover something new applications for your existing products. So, and then you bring it back to the line and you give them different value. This has as much to do with consumer perception and branding as a technical development. Okay, so for example, previously the brand is not really so famous, but after the brand finally famous, and it can bring you, it has a different meaning for you to define your product. Okay, so here there is a new product portfolio. Let's see here. Okay. We see the new product portfolio here, which one can help you to finally make a decision for a new product development. The highest one is this one, 34%. This 34% is the number 5, cost reductions, right? So these cost reductions will help you to finally create a new product. And new product lines, it is 20%. If you add your product into your line at your company, so you only get 20%. And this one is 10% new to the world, you only get 10%. And repositioning, you only get 4%. And adding to existing lines, 23%. And I'm sorry, I was wrong. So the number five is cost reduction. It is the only 9%, and product improvements, you will get 34%. And you see, like, if you are most of a company just want to do this one to improve their new product. And we see from the risk, start from high risk and the lowest risk. So if you do the number 6, the product improvements, the low is risk. Compare with if you add the new product line, you have the new product line, you have a highest risk. So that is why most of company will choose the product improvement decision in order to help them to create a new product. Okay, so this one is the improvement and revision to the new to the existing products. So they have here, these new products are replacement of existing products in a firm's product line. So this one will help the company to get more. Okay, so we have to see this portfolio. Repositioning only get 4%. So it is not good to do repositioning into your company. Okay, so that is the smallest one. And also the cost reduction. If you produce the product that is have the same benefit to the customer, but you low down the material quality, it will not help you to increase your company. Okay, so this one can be something that you have to keep in your mind, and you can apply to your business. You just do the product improvements. Let's see for the cost reduction. So cost reduction is actually not product improvements, right? For example, if you use the second grade material, you even low down your product by doing that. Okay, so people will not won't like to buy it. So this one is important to know. Okay, so in order to get more profit, you have to do product improvements into your product. Don't even do the cost reduction, because it will make your customer feel betrayed, right? Because at first they trust you, and then you create the product that has a low quality of the materials. Okay, so maybe we can give the example for this. So let's say let's make the example for agriculture business. So if we want to do like to keep increasing our white jasmine flower, for example, you want the new product lines. So maybe you can add another flower into your company, and you will get 20% additional of your customer, for example. And then if you just find the new flower to the work, just like previously you sell the white jasmine flower, but now you sell something new that is not commercialized in the world before, and you just get 10%. And about the repositioning, the repositioning about the white agriculture jasmine is something that you want to replace the old one. No, you don't have to replace. You don't have to apply the repositioning for your business. And then the fourth one is adding to existing lines. Maybe, for example, you want at first you just sell the fresh white jasmine flower, but now you want to sell the essence, okay? The essence of white jasmine flower, and you will get 20%, maybe for your profit or maybe for the number of your customer. And then if you do like cost reductions, let's say you still are able to provide white jasmine flower, but not in a highest quality. The function is still the same. The smell is still the same, but maybe the size is different. Or you take the one from the farmers who don't plant the high quality white jasmine flower, and your customer will leave you and you only get 9%. But next, if you do product improvements, such as you adopt the technology to keep your fresh, to keep your white jasmine flower to stay fresh, you get 34%. Okay. So actually, this one is the best one. Product improvements. It has low risk and also will get more, will attract more customers, right? Because of the improvement. Everyone loves improvement. Because improvement is something to go to reach the good quality, right? Improvement doesn't go to the low down your stuff. Okay. Now let's see the models of new product development. Okay, what is the models of new product development? So the new product development have to deal with departmental stage, because before the product being launched, they will pass the many departmental stages. Okay, so the step for the departmental stage of new product is the research and development provide the interesting technical ideas. Okay, they provide the interesting technical ideas, such as they might have like how to say that, they will research the customer needs, they have researched the market trend or something like that, and then they find an interesting technical ideas and they communicate their ideas into the table, and their engineering department will take the ideas and develop possible prototypes. Okay, so I think you can imagine the step. Yeah, and then the manufacturing department will explore possible ways to produce a viable product capable of mass manufacture. So R&D first, and then engineering, and then the manufacturing department. So the manufacturing department will see the possibility of to produce this product of a mass manufacturer, whether they produce that in 10,000 pieces or something like that. Then finally, it reached the marketing department. Okay, so the marketing department will will bring it into the plan of conduct, to the launching of that product. Okay, so that is the stage that has to be passed by the new product. Start from the idea and engineering, make the prototypes, and the manufacturing will consider to produce it, and they think about the possibility whether to produce it in a huge number, and then it comes to the marketing, and this product is ready to be launched. And about the activity stage. Okay, so this activity stage emphasizes activities conducted at first stage. Okay, I mean here, because it has so many departments, right? So in the second stage, the activity in R&D different with the activity in engineering department, different activity in manufacturing department, and different activity in the marketing department. So let's say, for example, in the R&D department, so their activity maybe provide questionnaire and analyze the data, and also make a meeting to discuss the possibility. So that they have a different activity, right? And in engineering department, maybe they will start to design, or maybe they will make the prototype of the things. So different with the R&D. And in the manufacturing department, they will make the calculation of the cost production, of the feasibility, the profit, and they have to calculate them. And also in the marketing department, their activity is just like they will talk about the promotion strategy, and they will talk about how to launch the product, whether they need celebrity or not, or whether they only use social media or not, or whether they also use like electronic media like television, social media, and also another way to promote their product. So that is the activity stage. Okay, to emphasize activities conducted at R&D department, engineering department, manufacturing department, and marketing department. So in these departments has different activities, but they have to be connected one each other. Okay, next. Cross-functional models. We used to hear it as CFT, okay? The cross-functional teams approach, remove many of these limitations by having a dedicated project team representing people from a variety of functions. So these cross-functional models will help us to understand that we cannot launch the product if we only one department. We have to be able to collaborate with another department. So we can finally create a new product. Okay, so the cross-functional teams approach. So it is like approach. You have to collaborate with different department, different different skill. Another, to be able to launch a product, because your expertise is limited, and another one also have limited. But when you come together and mix your expertises, it can be a good one to be able to produce a new product. Okay, so the dedication of your team is important here. So the people in your team have to be those people who are willing to collaborate, not a single fighter. And then now it has decision stage, a series of decisions that need to be taken in order to progress the project. So after discuss so many things, so it's time to make a decision. Next, the conversion process. Okay, so in this conversion process, it is about turning feedback into output. Okay, so the feedback can be from your team or can be from your existed customer. So when they give some feedbacks, it could be like criticize, comments, or suggestions. You identify whether their criticize will develop your product. And if it does, then you have to create the product adjusted to their feedback. And finally, you have a new product based on the feedback. Okay, so that is why conversion process. You convert the version, you convert the feedback into the product. Okay, you realize the criticize into the product. You convert the criticize into product. The product is the output, but the product that is has adjusted with your customer feedbacks. Okay, and then response model. Okay, so this response model is influenced by behavior. Okay, so you have to make the model for the response of your customer. How is your customer behavior? And their behavior will form their response. You have to make sure you clearly identify their behavior. Okay, so this it means that as the response model, still here already work the research and development. You observe the behavior of your customer to your new launch product, right? So network models. So see here the stage at the network models. So it is a long journey for your product until finally meet these network models. Let's see here. Accumulation of knowledge over time. Let's say that your product is here, but the knowledge of your customer about your product is getting more, right? Here. and it could be cover all of this square. Okay, so let's see in this corner, it has finance, marketing and sales, engineering and manufacturing, and research and development. So this is the network. Okay, the network between these departments, between marketing and sales. So we start first from the research development as first, right? And then goes to engineering and manufacturing, and goes to the finance, and then marketing and sales, and then goes to finance. So they put the engineering and manufacturing in the same square here. Okay, and then let's see one by one. Research and development. So external inputs. Okay, your company can have research and development department, but some of company don't have the research and development. So they collaborate with another people from the from outside of their company. So, or the research and development department in your company use the scientific finding to research the situation. So they use the external input such as scientific and technological developments, competitors, suppliers, customers, university departments. Okay, so this is the external input that is adopted that are adopted by the research and development department. Okay, and then when it is in this stage, engineering and manufacturing, they also have an external inputs in order to create the prototype of the product. Okay, they recognize their product situation based on their competitors, their suppliers, their distributors, their customers, and also the university departments. Okay, and for the marketing and sales, they also have external inputs such as societal needs, competitors, supplier partnership, distributors, customers, and strategic alliance. Okay, so for the finance, the external input is the competitors, the suppliers, distributors, the customers. So they need all of these inputs in order to be able to create the new product, right? So we see here almost each stages have competitors as the external input. It shows that we have to clearly understood about our competitors, because their situation will be the input for us to make a decision to create our product. And also something that need to be emphasized here is about the relationship between this network. Okay, so your competitor in research and development might be the same with your competitor in engineering and manufacturing and marketing and sales, and also in the finance. So the same competitor. You have to together be aware of the same competitor. So that is why your team is have to be able to collaborate one each other in order to get stronger. Okay, so the accumulation of knowledge over time will create this product. Okay, so this is the network models. Okay, so in topic 2, we have learned about models of new product development. So start from the departmental stage, and then activity stage, and then cross-functional models, and then decision stage, and conversion process, response models, and this one is the network models. Okay, so this is a summary of the journey of the new product to be launched. It comes from this one, departmental stage, and in each stage it has a different activity. It research development, and also all of the stage will use the external inputs to create the new product. So you have to pay attention into this model. So in this chapter, I want to highlight things like the first one is about the tendency you want to develop your product. So there are 6 ways how to that lead you to create a new product. The first one that you have to do is to do the product improvements. So that leads to increase 34% the number of your customer or maybe your profit. So don't do the reduction cost into your product because it will reduce your customer as well. Okay. And the second one is about the network model and the importance of having your team that are willing to collaborate. And then you have to be able to identify the external inputs in order to create a good new product, because the accumulation of your external inputs will make your new product better. Okay, so that is for this chapter 12, defining a new product design. Okay, so you gather the information and also you have the model how to produce your new product. And in this one, from the topic 1, the important is how do you define a new product, whether it is suitable with the technologist or the marketer is not really important, but the most important one is that the product you create is something that can fulfill your customer needs, that can solve your customer problems. That is important. And the product has so many dimensions, and you have to remember that your product has to have the technology side, price side, feature side, quality, service, and also packaging and many things. Okay, so you have to pay attention for the dimension, for many kinds for a dimension of a product. Okay, and next I want to tell you about the reference of this chapter. I took these informations from Trotsky 2017. I'm sorry. The title is Models of New Product Development. Okay, so you can go to this reference for further reading, and you can get so many informations. Okay, and a little bit about selling. So the I put selling here because I want to remind everyone about the selling progress from previous week. So maybe after learning this chapter about how you define a new product, and you understand the stage of your new product, now you can recognize whether you can create a new product based on feedback of your customer from previous selling, right? So whether you want to make changes into your packaging, make changes into your service, make changes into your feature, make changes into your technology, or make changes into your price, or make changes into your qualification. And then now you know that the stage is about R&D, maybe because you are a student and you don't have like R&D department, you can do R&D by yourself. You can analyze, you can study it, you can give a question to your customer, and then you are going to be your engineering. You create the product based on your customer feedback. You have research, okay? And then you are ready to produce them. And then now it's time for you to launch a new product, okay? So you actually can apply this to your small business. And then you finally understand the model, and then you just can apply it to your small business. But don't forget, in the previous chapter, we always are told to make a portfolio for the new product, started from existed one, modified one, and also the new one. Okay, so don't forget. So it will help you to trace the changes in your product and also the story behind the changes. Okay, so that is for this chapter. Thank you for your attention.